Guys, it's one of those nights, and the ranch has a ton of stuff in store for you, so stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, Afterbuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
In low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away, and I'll be okay.
I'm sorry, I really had to
I
play
just
this
need the
song.
accent though. Like you guys hit it.
We did. Where are you
did.
from again? I'll put on the accent.
But I
Nebraska.
can get down with.
See, you
I
got Nebraska,
need the
Kentucky. Where are you
accent.
from?
Georgia.
You're,
Doesn't work.
Okay,
girl,
you're
you
more
from
southern
Georgia.
than
But okay, I'm originally from Maryland, and I
okay.
just
I was
moved
gonna
here
say,
from
you're
Georgia.
Georgia
So no,
peach,
it
honey.
doesn't. No.
Does Maryland have an accent?
More northerner, so it's really more.
I
like
love that she
harsh.
says northern.
Like,
Yeah.
You got a little Baltimore
I do.
in there?
Yeah.
I love
almost went
that
southern.
Garth Brooks was on this. It made me so happy. I was
Yeah.
like, I want to go to
Yeah,
his
get it.
concert. Can I go to his concert, please? Was
He's
that
kind of
your-
having a little resurgence a little
He
bit now.
is,
I mean, I
'cause
think
he
he's
is-
getting. Garth Brooks is like coming to the Forum next week.
Didn't he?
wow.
Didn't
Yeah.
he leave for a good chunk
Long
of time?
Yeah, and then he started doing those Alexa commercials for some reason.
So weird.
He must have been a little
Yeah.
loose.
Well, and sorry guys, I'm gonna confuse my country artist.
Yeah.
He's the one that's married to Trisha Yearwood,
Yes,
correct?
yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah,
and
and
he
we-
had left for a long chunk of time.
Right.
And he didn't do concerts, and then all of a sudden, like 4 years ago, he was like, "I'm back."
Yeah,
resurgent.
he came like a real.
Let's
and
do
hot.
it.
No, but I was telling you before that he was my very first concert ever, and that's, you know.
Aw, you with your little cowboy boots
Yeah.
and your cowboy hat. I had my cowboy
All of
boots
it.
at Reba. Reba was my first concert ever. That
And
shows
what was
you
your
were-
first concert?
I have no idea.
I was waiting for something
to
other
know.
than
I
I
always
country.
remember your
Oh, my
first.
first concert was a group called 112, the R&B
Oh,
group.
yeah.
112.
See,
That was
not
my
Reba
first
or-
concert.
Hey.
It wasn't, no, but yeah.
I love it. Well, enough of artistry,
Yeah.
guys. My name is Candice Cruz. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. You can find me on all of my social media, Twitter, Instagram, and the whole lot on Candice R. Cruz. And what about
Hello,
yourself?
hello, Candice. Hi, everyone else. I am Taquaila. You can find me on all social media aspects at Taquaila_I am.
Hey guys, I'm Bryce McLeay. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Bryce Advice.
Guys, the trio's finally
Finally.
here.
No,
Yes.
I can't believe it. I never thought this day would come.
I know, and
didn't
now
either.
we're at the end. We have 2 more tonight and the next week.
So
So
get ready. Is
get
what I
ready
have
for
to
a
say.
threesome and a half.
There we go.
For the
And I have, I like that.
Yes.
Oh my! I mean, there is two girls and a guy in the
Yeah.
show. It's very prevalent. So
works.
we just tried to tap into that a little bit. Neither of
We're
us are
doing-
carrying
we're-
your baby.
We're doing very
No.
well. We're doing very well.
No, we
you
are
don't know
doing-
that
Or
yet.
we both could be. I mean,
No,
I
that's
told you
another
guys,
story.
you just have to keep watching. This is going to
Of
get
course.
really
Is that
insane.
our spoiler alert at the end
Yeah.
of the episode?
Oh, by
Next
the
week we have a
way.
spoiler, guys.
We're going to do an after show about this after show. That's what we're going to do.
After Dark, the ranch at AfterBuzz TV. Check us out. No, not really.
Perfect radio voice, too. You did that
Oh, thank
amazingly.
you.
Yes.
I can drop into it real quick. No, not really.
NPR.
Okay, NPR. Ooh.
Thank you so much.
Well, I mean, it's one of those nights, guys, and no pun intended, but that was episode 7 of The Ranch. I mean, what did you guys think about all this? Because everything's been tied up in a nice, neat little knot as of like episode 6 with Colt and the 2 girls. Rooster's not left very well, but you know, if we're talking about Colt, he's doing pretty good for himself going into episode 7.
Yeah, he's okay right now. I mean, I think I missed your guys' session sadly, but I mean the last 2 episodes seem to be very like jam packed as well.
Yeah.
and so this gives a nice little break. It seemed like there was a lot of one-on-one conversations in this one.
And
If
very
I'm-
Yeah.
individualized, too.
Yeah,
Yes.
everyone's kind of progressing as individually as opposed to as a group, and I think obviously this whole episode is about Rooster getting fired and the ramifications of all of that.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
where he's going to go next. So
Yeah, and I think even too, it was. I like what you said. I think 8 is when we really hit into like what the hell is Rooster gonna do.
Right.
Right.
But 7 is very much like we're gonna give you a little breather for a second.
Yeah.
And you can see like Abby and Colt's relationship, and then Bo and Miss Joanne's relationship, and then Maggie and what I thought was going to be a
What
relationship.
oh my
for
gosh,
sure.
I'm
Clint.
sorry, can we just jump right into that?
Please do. I was pissed when I seen that he stole that money out of her register because I was like, okay, great. Now Maggie has someone. She's about to get her groove back.
Yeah.
We're about to
Right.
see how that progresses. And then she comes back with the blanket trying to be all nice, even offered him to stay in the bar overnight, and the bastard took her money.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Done.
I was, yes.
You guys, and that was Lou Diamond Phillips. I mean, he wasn't he in La Bamba?
You're
I mean,
right.
they're like, he's a you would trust him completely. I'm not going to think that he's going to
course
steal
you're
the
gonna trust
register
him,
all the
La
money out of there.
No. And she
No,
comes back.
He has such a sweethearted face.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
But did you
And
guys?
his
I
story.
did love the Walmart breakup. That was really fun. I mean,
that was so good. We
the
didn't play
fact,
that
I
drinking
wrote it
game.
down. It's one drink if they
Yep.
curse, two, or no, you have to drink once if they curse,
Yes.
drink twice if she slaps him, and you have to chug your drink if if she throws it in his
Yeah.
face. Or is it vice versa, or was it just her?
No, that
It
was
was
it was
just
just for
her.
her.
Oh,
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. So
Yeah,
I don't
because the
know.
guy
Wonder
can
what
never
the
smack
guy
a
would do.
girl.
Yeah. Oh, obviously. Yeah.
Thank
He
you.
can yell at her,
Thank you.
but he can't throw a drink in her face
Right.
either, so it has to be her.
Whoops. Should have figured that out.
Yeah, you might want to just take a sip. Take a sip.
Take a couple.
I'll chug my whole drink up.
No, I mean, you see, Bo's got his two ladies. I'm like son, like father, like son.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very much.
Right. Yes.
But I was like, Maggie's getting some. She's finally finding someone. Like, she even hinted in the previous episode, she's like, I may find a man. He may be younger. He may be hipster. Who knows? She finds a musician. Like, that's close enough, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. And then has this really, like, nice conversation with him.
Yeah.
He was very handsome and, like, suave and performs a concert for her. Like,
I think it was. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I thought it was funny in that moment, at least when Maggie and he were talking, Blue Diamond Phillips were talking. I feel like she and Bo sound alike still. I mean, I think they have a very similar sense of humor, and I don't know if that's intentional or if it's poor writing. I really don't. I really don't know. But I thought that was really interesting because there are certain things that she would make jokes or quips and stuff that I could easily see him
Both
hear
doing the
him
same,
saying. Yeah.
And kind of a one-off of all of that with the whole, like, her acting like Bo and whatnot. I want Maggie, for the love of God, please get mad or something. She's just so, and I think that's maybe my personality of, like, I like extremes of, like, really happy or sad or angry. Like, I want to see some, like, oomph.
Right.
And she's just very like, Bo, what are you doing? Or like, boys, what are you doing? Like, come on, get mad.
Yeah. She
Or
doesn't.
get
That's very
like,
true.
and she didn't get really sad when she saw it in the register. She just went, damn it.
Yes.
Like, girl, I would be flipping the register, like
Running
where
down
did
the
you-
street to
running down
see
the
it.
street. He couldn't have gotten that
Not
far.
that
It's
far.
a damn blizzard.
Yeah, she's
No.
like, oh, darn it.
Right.
That's it.
See,
Okay.
at
All the way
least you
around.
did something with
Yeah,
the
at
mic.
least I did something angry.
She
I
didn't
may
even
have-
do anything like
I might have,
that.
like,
It's
have-
all right,
Still, right?
I might have to pay for this, but it'll be worth it.
But I mean, she has all the money. She lost it at the register.
Yeah.
Go find him, and he'll
Yeah,
pay for the
there
mic.
we go. Yeah, I'll just go find him.
But this huge blizzard, he couldn't have gotten that far.
No.
Like, run after him.
And he seems like he rides a motorcycle for some reason. I don't really know
But
why.
no, she threw all his clothes out of the car.
Oh,
and
that's
he has
right.
no
Oh,
way
it
of
was a
situation.
car.
So I'm picturing him just like going down the street,
Wherever he
freezing.
is, right.
Wherever he is.
Can I just ask you girls something? Have you ever done that? Have you ever thrown out clothes from a car or like throw clothes from a window or anything? Does that seem unrealistic to anyone else? It seems it happens in every country song.
You're right.
I mean,
But-
I've thought about it.
Yeah.
Have I done it? No. But I mean, if you even listen to Carrie Underwood taking a little
Yeah.
slugger to the headlights, you know, something of that nature,
yeah.
throwing the clothes out, busting
Yeah.
something. But I've never done it. No.
Just a question.
No.
Offhand.
Have
Guess
you
it
ever had that
hasn't
happen to
happened.
you?
No,
Exactly.
We're
thank
the
God.
same. We're
Okay.
like,
No,
yeah.
no.
Yes.
I mean,
Wait,
probably,
do you have some
but
animosity
no.
about that?
No, yeah, no. I mean, I'm just waiting for it to happen. Actually,
Are you that person?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll just happen.
Okay.
It'll be a total misunderstanding, though. Don't worry.
Yes, miscommunication, right? Exactly. You're gonna serenade some girl and steal
Yeah.
her money.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
Perfect.
100%.
You're a catch. He's a catch,
Same-
ladies and gentlemen.
Same story. Thank you guys.
His clothes are gonna have dye on it though. They're gonna bleach them and then throw them out,
And then
and then
throw
they're
them
not
out,
gonna.
yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
they're
If
not
you
gonna
do
work
find
after
them,
all,
they're not gonna
period.
be worth it.
Right.
No, not at all. Just joking, Bryce.
But yeah, no, I felt for Maggie. That was pretty much the whole like scenario for Maggie.
But that was good insight too on just her personality. Just thinking about the episodes, she
Throughout
really
the whole
is just
season.
really level all the way through.
And I kind of understand it in a way. Like, she's the motherly figure. You're on a very, like, simple area of the country. You have your own, like, little life. Things move slower, but for the love of God.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more.
Yes.
Like, she wasn't even that angry whenever she found out that Bo was, like, seeing the other woman.
Oh,
and,
not at
she
all.
didn't even get that mad then. And
Like
I'm
we said, it was no little bit of hint of jealousy or anything.
slam
She
a
was
door.
kind of, yeah.
That's about it.
But that's it. Yeah.
But you know what? I mean, they were in a relationship for so long. I mean, they've probably gone through every single emotion that they could possibly go through, and
Yeah.
so that
could be true.
That's not
Yeah.
as surprising to me, at least, if she doesn't really care, because, and then it would be such a cop out. I feel like if I'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But I did find out that Maggie is from Scottsbluff, Nebraska. She said she's from
Oh.
Nebraska, and she went to the University of Nebraska, which
Yes,
so did
yes.
I. So
Oh, there you go.
but
What's your mascot?
the Cornhuskers, Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Oh, that's fun.
So the Huskers, yeah.
Yeah.
Go Big Red, GBR. But
Sorry.
they, why would she move to a smaller town? Scottsbluff, I know, is bigger than Garrison. I mean, the fictitious town. But like, why move to a smaller town?
I've never been to Nebraska, so I don't know how small your
No,
town is. or
it's
your
not.
college
It's bigger.
is.
It's bigger than 500 people, which I think is what this town is. At least,
Right,
or
something like that.
Okay.
But yeah,
I don't know.
she fell in
Simple
love
life.
with a cowboy, man.
There
And the
you
opening
go.
credit
That's
says,
it.
"Don't let your sons grow up to be cowboys." She's living testament
Touche.
to it. So,
She is.
well, I mean, Maggie. That was pretty much the whole thing of Maggie, and like I just want her to have a little bit more of like spice to her.
I think she's trying to get it though. She's looking forward to it. That's why she's trying to sell the
Yeah.
bars. Why she's trying to travel and just find that spice in her life,
Well, Bo's certainly
Even-
getting the spice.
which is surprising.
He's got two ladies.
Yeah. But
Let's
we
be
haven't seen
honest.
the other one in a while.
Last episode.
Yeah. Yesterday.
Episode
Episode-wise?
No.
The last episode. Yeah.
But he doesn't love her, doesn't want to be in a relationship with her, but then goes after Joanne.
Yeah.
After he had this heart to heart with Maggie, I was like, wait, are Maggie and Bo getting back together? And then now Joanne comes back with his binoculars.
And a
apparently
Mickey
he
Mouse
has
hat.
that on. What'd you say?
And a Mickey Mouse hat.
Yes, what did he have
That
on
always
it?
works.
That would go right straight to my heart.
What did it say on the Mickey Mouse?
Grumpy, I think.
Mhm.
Yes.
It did.
Did
Yeah.
you guys ever have, sorry to kind of go off, but did you guys ever have the Mickey Mouse?
Do
gear?
I still have them? Oh, you do? Yes. I love Mickey. You know, you younger in the characters.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Mickey and Minnie. Still at this age I am today.
I have the
I am
sparkly
still,
ears.
yes. Uh-huh.
I have sparkly ones that I got recently that have the bow in the front.
Yeah,
I don't
Minnie.
know where my hat is. I had it embroidered with my name on it when I was like 4.
Oh, I didn't have
My
that.
mom
I
has
can
it
put
somewhere.
my name on that. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the hat.
But the
that he
hat,
has,
uh-huh.
yes. You
Yep.
can get those
All the
embroidered.
That's a
time.
bummer.
Yes.
I really loved Mickey, and I had a stuffed animal, like a stuffed Mickey that was like this big. It was forever. It was really
Guys,
nice,
maybe
but
we
it-
should
still
wear
have two
our
of them.
Mickey hats next episode,
Yeah.
We
even though
can.
it's not appropriate next episode. But we can try.
What?
Yeah.
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 We
down
should
for
have
that,
worn them
right.
this time.
Yeah,
we
this-
have them
this was
on
it.
actually. They're just
You
imaginary.
just can't
invisible,
see
guys.
them.
They're underneath here.
Imaginary.
They
It's
don't
that Snapchat
fit.
filter,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes.
Snapchat filter. But
That's
like,
what we need.
it was nice to see Bo a little flustered.
It really was.
Because you always see him so like, and you finally see him a little bit like
Showing emotion.
just going down.
Yes.
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, what did you think of the duo? Do you think that they'll like? Because he asked. I mean, going into a little bit of episode 8, he does ask Abby his like her opinion on the whole thing. Like, and they do meet up to say that they just want to be friends. Like, do you think that that's just a cop out, or do you think that this is like,
I think it's a cop out. I think Joanne's trying to feel Bo, and if she knows Bo a little bit, you know, he's not the one to come and rush right into things. He's going to want his own space still, I think. But just to me, there's the vulnerability that he even showed to asking Abby about. Abby? Yes. Abby about.
Two
I always
blondes,
get Abby and
I always
Heather
get 'em
mixed up.
mixed up.
So Abby, just like what he should do, and it not making it like an awkward moment, even though Abby did get excited, but she pulled it in a little bit. But yeah, so I think just him showing that sensitivity and vulnerability, I think he's gonna give Joanne that space to kind of help move them forward as a couple.
yeah. And
sure.
who walked in? Mary walked in on them, didn't
Yeah.
she?
Mary, yes.
She figured it out.
See, all the daggone blondes, I mix them up. Heather, Abby, Mary.
I had to wait a minute.
Yep, which one? Hold
But
on.
I think you're definitely onto something. I think Joanna's probably definitely had her heart broken, and she's really trying to feel it out. She's not going to jump into something that's going to be catastrophic.
This is true.
You know,
Yeah.
especially, you know, what does she have to lose? You know, she has like her daughter now. Her daughter back, her granddaughter. She has a lot to lose, is what I mean. Like, she
Right.
doesn't need this anymore. I feel like before she might have needed it. So.
Yeah,
At the same time, I do like them together. I think I like him better with Joanne.
I do too.
Yeah.
Because there's like this weird vibe of like smart aleckness and like a little like spice and just, you know, that flirty
The girl-
mentality where I'm like
Uh-huh.
going to tease you, you're going to tease me, but it's like fun.
Right.
I liked it.
A lot of people were flirting.
There's a lot of flirting.
Yeah.
Except for, well, Bo and Abby do flirt at the end, but it's kind of at the end when the song comes
Yeah.
on. But I liked seeing Colt's little side of that too, where he gives like the gift to Abby.
Yeah.
And, you know, tries to surprise her.
That was very cute. And then also too, in return, since they didn't make it to the Garth Brooks
Concert.
thank you 2 times, just how she then reverses it, and then even though it was for her birthday gift, kind of makes him feel a little better, uplifts his spirits, that okay, we'll have it here at this diner that doesn't have good food, but we'll still have fun here. So yeah, I think just the play on each other for the two of them really just encourages me, and hope that they can actually make it through the baby when it comes.
It was refreshing to see them talk about something other than the baby and other than Heather.
Yeah.
Because the last few episodes, their whole relationship has been surrounded by, like, he said, she said, baby mama drama, all this other stuff that, like, finally we just get to see them as a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was cute.
Which also scared me for a moment, because Cole, I forgot what part of the show, but asked Abby, like, are you going to leave me? And
Oh,
she was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
what
that
do you
was
mean?
huge.
What are you talking about?
That's
Just
a
like
huge pivotal
he was
point.
just trying to, he has it so good right now. He's with the girl he's loved for so long. They're okay, but he is going to be a father soon, and he doesn't really know if she's going to be up for it. Like,
Yeah.
so that was a pivotal point to me.
I
thinking,
mean, he could have everything,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it could be taken away to where Abby would leave him, and then Heather may not want him to actually be like a person in her life other
Right.
than a father to the child. Like, he could lose everything.
Yeah.
Such a huge risk.
Yeah. I mean, she's like a cat. I mean, she is too good for him. I mean, here she is.
Which
on
one?
a-
Both? Yes.
I was
Well, both of them. Yeah, absolutely. But Abby,
Abby.
for sure. I mean, here
Yes.
she is. Here she is catering to, like you said, catering to him
Yeah.
on her birthday.
Yeah.
But
Right?
and he's asking her all these questions. She needs to cheer him up after what she's been through. Not only is she's not having a baby, her boyfriend's having a baby. I mean, she's in way worse than he is, in my opinion.
Agreed.
And it's just like, and now he's like, are you gonna leave me? It's always about him.
I think he hasn't had that awakening yet. It's
No.
always been about him.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, and the
always.
next
About
episode
everything.
even does too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all about him as well. So
I mean, we can go ahead and, like, I feel like 7 was a great episode, but it was more of like a lead up to episode 8. So we can, I mean, jump right into like the whole scenario with Colt and Heather and the dating and all that stuff. What did you guys think of him, like, essentially getting jealous at the bar?
yeah, well, Rooster, that was
I
really-
love Rooster.
That was so that was like the worst. I mean, I was like sweating for Cole. It was like so. It's like I would, if you are in that position, that would be the worst possible thing for someone to tell you about your or about her boyfriend's
God.
dog.
yeah.
Are you serious? Like that would be the worst. So it was
Putting the
it was
beer bottle
amazing.
into his
Yeah.
head.
Hey, who am I?
Your baby's gonna get banged out like more times. I'm like, really? Yeah,
Dude,
sorry.
that was hard. That was really funny.
It was
Really
so
funny.
funny, but it was so, like, disturbing at the same time because I was like, oh.
Because you
oh,
start
no,
imagining
no.
it.
No,
Yes.
I don't want that
Yeah.
vision. No.
That imagery sticks in your head for a minute. Yes.
For a minute. longer than a minute. That
But
was
where do
just
all
a-
these people keep coming from? I mean, he's like, now we have this Paul guy who walks in the bar. This
comes
town
to
is
this
so
town.
small. Okay, everybody knows everybody. They were just talking about it a few episodes earlier about the Walgreens lady who gossips
The
about
fact that
everyone.
they have a Walgreens is fascinating to
Yeah.
me because where I'm from, we didn't even have that. We had
I
a
think we
CVS
talked about that.
Really?
and a
Oh.
Kroger, and that's all we had.
Okay, well,
So I'm
that's,
thinking,
I mean,
like,
but those are the same. They're all the same. Like,
right. But the fact that
I
you
feel
have
like
a Walgreens.
But what's
Yeah.
the difference between a Walgreens and a CVS?
Walgreens is more like
Oh, it's like
It's like
Tory
Walmart to
Cruz.
Target.
It's, yes,
like, yeah.
Walmart
Really?
Target,
It is.
Yes.
Really? I had no
Thank you.
idea. I had no idea.
CVS is like the cheap version of Walgreens. Sorry,
That's
CVS.
exactly
Yes.
why I go to CVS. So
Yes, exactly.
find me.
I actually do go to CVS more than Walgreens, so it's like a win-win.
And I've
on
never
the
been to a
sales,
Kroger
but-
ever.
Walgreens is at the end of my
CVS
block.
is actually
so.
closer to my apartment than the Walgreens is. So.
See, and I'm backwards.
But
Yeah.
now that you say that, Walgreens is more expensive every time.
Yes,
I go there, I'm
exactly.
like, this is
Yeah.
it's way too expensive.
So it's like the ritzy hoity-toity.
Yeah. Okay, so that
And I'm
makes
like,
sense.
it's in the middle of what? Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why Walgreens?
Yeah. So they're on a date, but it's weird. I mean, I don't know. The whole thing is just. I mean, she goes right up to it's. I don't know.
She
It
did
was
that
a
on
little,
purpose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
of
a little
course, of
suspect. It
course.
wasn't like she was trying to hide it, in my opinion. So.
Like, can I get a club or what was it, a tea? I need a whiskey
Yeah.
and a tea.
It
And
was
like,
the-
of course, go right up to him. Go to
Yeah.
the other side of him.
Yeah.
Avoid him.
You don't have to
We already-
walk to the bar right
next to him.
To me, what kind of just threw me off, because then you have Abby like, yeah, I introduced him in school. Well,
Oh
what
yeah,
is-
that was
what?
ridiculous.
Hold on.
Oh.
What is he, like the gym teacher or something?
Yeah.
She
Yeah, the
said?
wrestling coach.
The wrestling
oh, the
coach.
math teacher. Yeah.
Math. Okay. And I'm like, you intro. That just made me want to scratch my head. I
That
was like,
made me so
okay.
angry because she did that on purpose.
Yeah.
You manipulative little
I wasn't
woman.
even thinking about it. That finger. I wasn't even thinking about it from that aspect.
Yeah,
though.
I didn't think it was. I mean, I don't know if it was.
I thought
Yeah,
it
I
was.
mean,
She
for
literally
sure.
was just like, come on. She was like, oh, Paul?
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
introduced them.
Now that you
Come
say it in that
Yeah,
form and
yeah,
fashion,
exactly.
okay.
Now
She,
I
and she
didn't
was
think
playing
that
Little-
was.
yeah.
Like, she was so playing dumb. I introduced them. You mean that they went on a date? What are you talking about? Yeah, of course. So.
I mean, that, you know, they. I don't know. I mean, I think could have been. It would have happened no matter what. This town is only 500 people.
Exactly.
There's only a certain amount of people
Someone's
under
gonna
30.
date somebody.
Like, yeah.
Like, you gotta go say, hey, girl, I know you dated so and so 2 years ago, but there's not many more perspectives. Can
Yeah.
I date him
Is
now?
it okay right
Yeah.
now?
And so then Cole goes to the gym where Paul, I mean, obviously the high school gym,
Right.
and tries to like
High
size
school
him
gym.
up. Yeah, he goes with it and he like tries to size him up, and he's like, he was like with all these high school kids. Like he's like, I'm on the wall here, so don't worry, I can work out here. And this guy's like,
Who are
you? But again, isn't Colt a celebrity? So I feel like there's a little bit of a.
But
Like,
he's an outsider.
But
He's
he's-
not originally from the hometown, so he doesn't know.
yeah, but I thought Cole was like this big football player. So I
Right.
mean, most people I thought he would be like a, maybe not a, Peyton Manning, but like a Drew Brees. Maybe Drew Brees is probably pretty famous. So I don't know. Never mind. Forget my point.
Be less famous if that's
yeah.
a
I
man.
think,
Yeah, but no, I was
think
on
Colt
with
was
you
more
too.
like C list there.
And I guess she does. Okay, so I guess she does explain why. Because when I was watching it, I wrote down. I was like, why? How does he not know who he is? Not only is he supposedly like famous, but also the fact that it's her baby daddy.
Yeah.
Right.
And the Walgreens lady, I'm sure he's ran into her.
Talking
Of course,
to
she's
somebody.
gonna tell
Sure
everybody.
she's gonna tell somebody.
Told your
So,
mother.
That's what I was confused about. Why? And he's coming in there like, oh yeah, he has no idea who he is, and even when he says his name, and then he finally does ultimately say who he is. I'm Heather's baby daddy, but.
In those terms.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I don't know if he said
No, it wasn't exactly.
It wasn't
Yeah.
baby daddy, I don't think. But that would have
I
been
just like
actually,
that we
would've
keep
been-
saying that baby mama,
Yeah.
baby daddy.
yeah, exactly. But I think that, and then he obviously put it together. But I just kept thinking, why does this guy not know? I mean, that would be the first thing that somebody would probably tell him. Oh, if you're dating Heather, like one of those teachers would have spilled the
I was
beans.
going to say, would you go up
Abby.
and say, hi, nice to meet you. This is I'm the father of your girlfriend's baby.
Yeah,
That would
will.
not be the
No,
first
I'm
thing
just
I would
kidding.
go up and say.
I would,
like,
yeah.
introducing myself.
Probably not.
But still.
I know. Then she obviously she explains it later. She says, "I had to already. That was our first date. I had to tell him that I was pregnant first. So that
Right.
does
Of
make
course.
a little more sense.
I mean, I do respect her on doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, that would just be really deceiving if you're like, third date, by the way, I have something to tell you.
Yeah.
In about 6 months or so.
Yeah. He's going to start figuring out, especially if you
Well,
start
yeah.
showing at a certain
Yeah.
point. Like,
Yeah. But I mean, would you guys do that? Would you go? I mean, I guess it's a different situation, but would you go confront someone who was, even if you're not, I mean, maybe it's someone that or that if it is in a small town,
right.
would you confront the person that's dating your ex or doing something like that? I don't.
Not for me. I
Yeah.
would wait for it to be introduced only because you don't know how long these things. Like if they're really
Yeah.
going to hit it
Right.
off, then
Right,
okay,
right.
great.
That's
Then
true.
let
That's a good
me
point.
meet everybody. But if not,
Yeah.
it's like pointless. So
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I try to stay out of it for the most part, but at the same time, I'm one of those girls that likes to make friends with people. So I end up becoming friends with them at the same time.
Genuinely,
So-
or like.
enough, like
Yeah.
not like, hey girl, let's go hang out, because I
Right.
don't think I could do that. To
Yeah.
be honest with you, when I've had a relationship with someone, I don't think I could do that even if I was completely over him.
Mm-hmm.
But enough to where like we're obviously running in the same social circles or some reason why we're running into each other. So there's no point in making this even harder
Right. that's
on
true.
ourselves. Like, let's just be, friendly. Don't talk about the elephant in the room and just be on our little merry way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it would make me feel better, to be honest, if I know that she's a good person. Because I'm like, okay, at least he's happy. Like, he left me or I left him, and he's
Yeah.
at least with someone that's, like, worth it.
They're decent.
Or decent.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So maybe that's just a twisted way of looking at it.
Right.
But as a man's perspective, would you want to know that early?
Oh,
or
yeah.
how would
I mean,
think about that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, who am I, Paul or Cole?
both. Either
yeah,
or.
give us both.
Paul, okay, if I was I mean, I think that I would want to know if a girl is pregnant if I was dating her, but I think that it would be a little bit hard. I mean, I commend Paul for at least staying with her and not running away from that, because that would be really hard, I think, if you're, especially how she just got pregnant.
Yeah.
It's not like she's, 6 months along showing. And if I were Colt, I think I would probably do the same thing. I probably wouldn't do it in that way, but I would make myself known. Like before like if I were to introduce myself, he would damn well sure know who I was before he introduced me.
But you wouldn't go up and
What is
say,
we're gonna
welcome.
get like a fight on this
It's got that aggression coming out.
But you wouldn't go up to him and say, welcome to the gun show, though, would you?
No. I mean, I'd have to probably lift a lot of weights for that. But I mean, I guess I could. I
Yeah.
could do
I
it.
could,
But would
yeah.
you stay with the girl, though?
Would I if I were Colt and would I
No, the other way.
Paul.
Yeah, I mean, it would really would depend.
It's
I
very
mean, I think-
situational,
Yeah,
obviously,
it's very
but yeah.
situational. But if gun to my head, I think it would be really hard. I think it would be
Yeah.
really hard
Yeah.
for me to stay with her because I mean she's having another guy's baby. It was kind of like what Abby said in maybe a couple episodes before, where
Right.
she's like, it was the same thing. Not the first stuff, but just the fact that I mean, if she already had the kid and I got to meet the kid, it would be a
Right.
different situation. I think now that this coming into this baby's life at that time, at the beginning of it, would be a little bit daunting to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so, too. I feel like it's just such, like, a gray area,
Right.
depending on the
Yeah.
person and, like, how willing you're, like, if you're interested in this person, are you willing to
Yeah.
become, like, a stepfather or whatever else? So I'm interested to see how far Paul
Yes.
goes along.
Right. And then after Colt, figures out, I mean, they meet, and then Heather comes to the house and she's pissed.
What is the line? I'm sorry. Do you either of you remember?
Which one?
Which one?
Did she say she
Yeah.
comes in the house and is like, "Cool,
Like what the
what the F is wrong with you?" Because at the end, Bo was like, "Did you find out what the F is wrong with him?" But sorry, that just ran into my
was
mind
good.
at that part. But
was
yes,
funny.
go ahead, Bryce. Sorry.
I was. She comes in hot, and what I thought was interesting is that Abby kind of. She says, I'm not going to get in the middle of it. But she's standing there, and they're having a conversation. She said, "Why are you doing this? Why would you do this? Why would you go and tell him who you are? Freak him out." And Abby, blatantly asks, why do you, not necessarily do you care, but you shouldn't care who she's dating. Just like she shouldn't
Yeah.
care, what you're doing.
Agreed.
I mean, he can't have his cake and eat it too, and then, not expect her to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Very true.
I mean, I understand his logic, which is rare
Right.
that I understand Colt's logic, but I do, and I agree, because I think that the girls should be able to do, Heather needs to
Right.
make her life as well.
Exactly.
Like the baby is the middle thing that keeps them together, but she can go on and do whatever she wants. Like that is
Right.
her life, whatever. Like I'm not tied to you. But I also understand where he's saying like, I want to know what man is going to be involved in my child's life.
Yeah.
Now, his rationale about the wrestling and stuff, I don't agree with. But the idea of like,
Yeah.
a man is such like a big figure within a child's
Very
life.
true.
And if Paul does succeed and like continue on and like the relationship flourishes and this baby's born and Paul's still there, he's going to be a fatherly figure. And
Right.
I mean, I would be protective as well, you know?
For sure.
Same with like, if I have a child and, you know, it's just that whole dynamic.
Totally agree with that too, but that also has to be based probably largely on if he really believes Heather's responsible enough to make those sound decisions, like
Right.
who this person
Yeah.
is, how long they're going to be, you know, in
She's
life
young.
and input and things of that nature. So yeah, so I understand where he says I need to know who this person is. Again, I don't think it was his place to go meet Paul, but just when somebody did was it Heather that asked him? Or somebody said something about her last boyfriend, and they were like, Heather and Abby were talking about Cole subliminally, basically, yeah, and it was
Oh,
like,
you're
well, this
referring
is
to
me,
him.
like, yeah, I'm not a really good decision that
Yeah.
you made,
Right.
but yeah, so
Yeah, and
I
Abby says something like, "Well, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I have the problem." or
oh
something
yeah,
like that.
exactly. She's like, I have a problem too, a better judgment.
Yeah,
yes.
judgment, that's right.
So I understand that part with you, where Cole should
Yeah.
know, would like to know, but again, too, we just gotta kind of make sure it's based on Heather's maturity and her ability to make those decisions well.
And I did feel bad for Abby as well. She's like, are you jealous?
Yeah.
Like, I get, and that was right before the whole conversation
Right.
of like the father and whatnot, but, or the boyfriend, but.
I
like,
think it's funny that but they're having the conversation about, you know, all this stuff about Heather and her dating and doing all this stuff, but they're not turning it around on Cole. It seems like they could be having the exact same I kept waiting for them to say, or Abby or Heather or somebody to be like, well, look at what you're doing. I mean, it's the same thing. Like, I mean, that yes, she knows Abby, she knows who she is, but
Right.
not really that well. And it is kind of the same. It's kind of like calling the pot calling the kettle black. I mean, a little bit. Obviously, he, like I said, knows her. She knows her a lot more, but not that much.
No, it's a muddy area with all three of them.
Yeah.
I would just love for them to finally, like, I guess we got a little bit of that in episode 7, but just to have normal relationships for a minute. Just breathe just a second here.
Yeah.
And, like, let's see them actually become, because to be honest, I haven't seen anything even out of episode 7 where it's like really Abby and Colt where there's a fire. Like it's literally, it just to me reads as two best friends hanging out and then sometimes kissing and I'm like, come on, like there's
a
got to be
good point.
some
It really
type of
is.
fire or passion. Like it's really, they're arguing about something. They're arguing about the baby.
Yeah.
They're talking about Heather, who's not even in the room right now, but you're talking about someone else within your relationship. Like, I would really, that's what makes me scared for if their relationship will continue on after the baby comes. Because is there really any structure other than the fact that they fell in love when they were 15? Like, is there really any substance to what they have now as adults? Because she even had that conversation in the truck. She was like, we're not kids anymore. We don't leave school and we don't go fishing and we don't go do all this other stuff. And like,
I was ready for
you like that bouncing?
the don't go.
Don't go.
Sorry.
I don't think do that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do a little bit. But yeah, I mean, again, she's even bringing up foreshadowing of the conversation. Like, what is there really going on between us?
Right. That's something to
know.
look forward to. We can get
Yeah.
some predictions. That's a good one.
I would love
see
to
if
see
it ever
that.
comes
I
up or
don't.
not.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what's hard. I mean, it seems impossible for them to continue on even before the baby's born.
Right?
I mean, I am
They just
hoping, I'm
don't
rooting for them,
seem-
but I think
Yeah.
that it's probably going to be a really big uphill battle because there's so much tension.
Going against them?
Yeah,
Everything.
right. And it just seems like one thing after another. It's like they have all these hurdles that they're jumping over constantly, and I mean they've done really well so far, but
That's because the baby's not here.
right.
You can talk about
Yeah.
how you think and what you're going to do, but once the child is born,
Everything
then it'll
changes.
Be,
Yeah.
yeah.
Whole world changes.
Very
Yeah,
true.
because what are they going to do? I mean, especially when it's a newborn. I mean, how are they going to split time? You know, I mean, they're splitting time, and I mean, is Abby going to take the? I mean, it's
Whose
we're going to be away
house?
from the mother
Yeah.
for that. I mean, from the
Right.
mother that long. That doesn't seem to be right.
Yeah.
And Heather's mom's house is already full of
Yeah.
children and grandchildren and
It's
Rooster.
almost like she's going to have to move
And
in or
Rooster.
something.
Yeah.
and Rooster.
And speaking of Rooster, I mean, I think
Yeah, we haven't talked.
we haven't talked about Rooster at all.
Okay.
And we don't have much time left, so
Yeah.
let's just talk about him for a second. Of like, poor dude caught a bad rap.
He
right
did.
now.
Yeah.
Losing your job and the tree, like two for.
yeah.
But I liked how he still was not good enough to work at the Cracker Barrel.
He had to have
He's
his
too
dignity
good for the
somewhere,
Cracker
right?
Barrel.
Yeah, too good for the Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pride won't
Which I
let him
do
do
like
it.
me some Cracker Barrel. They don't have it out here.
No, they don't. No.
Gosh.
I
okay,
miss
let's
those
invest.
biscuits.
Oh.
Maybe we should
God,
invest,
those
you
the
guys.
honey.
Hey, 3 of us, we could do it.
Yeah,
We could do
let's
it. We
it.
could totally have them. I bet you they could do it like, what is it, the dry ice, and send us some biscuits.
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
Done.
For sure.
We'll have
They
biscuits
will for
next
sure
week,
do.
guys. Done. But yeah, like poor Rooster. Granted, it was coming at him. We
Right.
saw that in the past few episodes. Like
Yes.
you reap what you sow.
Right.
But he just can't catch a break on any job front.
But I think, like one of you said earlier, this
He's
is
stubborn,
his moment.
too.
Like it's his make or break moment where he has to either figure it out and get on with it and stop just
Yeah.
thinking life is all hoity-toity, basically,
Yeah.
and become the man that he wants to be. Really.
And I think he needs to swallow his pride.
Oh, definitely.
Like, number one, you're a rancher, right? You keep saying over and over, I'm a rancher, I'm a rancher, I'm a rancher. The fact that you are offered to go back to your home ranch from Bo, but go down a level of what you were, why wouldn't you just take it? It's a job.
Which I thought was even generous because I didn't think Bo was
Yes,
going to
I
offer
didn't
him to
think
come
so
back
either.
at all or
Yeah.
anything.
No.
So yeah.
But then Mama comes to the rescue. Do you think she babies him a little too much?
Yes.
Oh yes. Yeah.
A little too much.
Yes.
But giving him a bar, okay. That's
Something.
that's a big gift.
Yeah.
And a house.
Oh, right.
Oh yes.
You know, kind of two things that you really need to survive.
It does seem like
Job
that
at
would have
home.
been a good idea, though. I mean, because then she had really good logic to do it, but
I gotta
yeah.
travel, but will she actually travel?
No, I don't
No.
think she
You don't
wants
think?
to. I don't think she wants to. I think it's like a pipe dream. She sees
Yes.
it and wants to, has all the intentions to do it, but never will pull the trigger.
Agreed. I think so too. Because it's very much like she's so passive throughout anything. I think she's just very comfortable.
I'm the only one that kind of sees that as like a dire, not even a dire need, but something that she's really trying to get
yeah.
away with. Okay. I'm thinking she
Yeah.
really wants to go. She really wants to travel. She
Well,
really
I
wants
would
this
love for
life
that
bigger
for
than
her.
where they are, but you guys don't see it that way, though.
No.
Okay.
I don't see it that way. I don't know
Just
why.
to me, she's very much a homebody. She went from a small town to a smaller town. And like, as much as like she complains about her life, like give her 2 days away and she'd want to go right back because that is her whole world for so long. You
Right.
know? I don't know. I just don't see it in her.
Darn Maggie.
I don't think she has enough of a fight to just like up and bye.
Yeah. I mean, that would be hard, though. I mean, you have your sons there. That would be
Your grandchild
yeah, your
coming.
grandchild
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I mean, that would be the again, the reasons are stacking up
Yeah.
for her not to go.
Which plays into the point, though, too, because we do end up seeing that she rescinds the offer,
Mm-hmm.
regardless if it is that she really not want to
Right.
go and she don't want to give all that responsibility to Rooster, or if she really does see that he is passionate and really made to be a ranger. So that could really be true.
I mean, it's both probably. Yeah, having to force like saying no, you can't do this. You have to go and do what you're supposed to. It's almost like pushing him in the direction that he needs
Right.
to go. So yeah,
Right.
I mean,
She does that well. She did that with Bo to finally get the divorce papers settled. And
maybe that's why she's so passive. She makes
Yeah.
everyone think around and finally come to the conclusion
Yeah.
she
that
knew
she
all
was
along.
them.
Yes, mama.
She's the mastermind.
She's a master mama. Well, going into predictions, guys.
And now,
I had to
your
wait for it.
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I feel like the room is getting smaller.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! It's
We've
shrinking.
escaped from
Shrinking.
game.
Oh. So predictions. Take it away.
Gosh, you go first.
I
You go
last.
first.
I have no idea, quite honestly. I'm still on the kick that I don't think Colt and Abby are really gonna last. Although I would love them to. I think next season, since we only have 2 more shows for this one, I think next season there's going to be the breakup for them when the baby comes.
Yeah.
Rooster's going to land back on his feet. I think one of the other ranchers, if he doesn't end up going home, which I don't think his pride is really going to let him, I think he just doesn't want to be under Bo's authority again, and he wants to go out on his own. He's learned his lesson. So I think one of the other ranchers are going to kind of give him another handout or help. Maggie? Like I already said, yeah, I thought she wants to go and like ride off in the sunset and travel and all that other great stuff she has going on or in her mind, but you guys have made me kind of think of that a little differently now. Maybe it is that just, like you said, you want to see it, but time comes and she's not going to go. She's going to find a way to stay. Heather's going to be good, I think. She's going to, once like life starts kicking in for her, even like just pregnancy wise, before the baby comes, she's going to get her act together. She has her mother and her sister to lean on to, and she's going to be okay. She's going to be one to start putting her foot in Colt's behind, essentially, I think. Am I forgetting anyone?
No.
Okay. Bryce, take it away.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, it was. That's why I was
no. Now you like maybe I had like one prediction. You made me think I kept running.
I just kind of want to hit on
every
everybody.
That was
character.
good.
Yeah.
No, I want to do what you did. I think there's going to be something that's. I feel like there's going to be something that draws Colt and Heather together again. I don't know what it is, or like if it's going to push them closer together. Whether it's the baby, something with the I don't know. Maybe like Heather, I don't know, but I think that's something there, and that's going to draw him further away from Abby, and then she, I think, like what you said, I think she's going to realize that okay, maybe this isn't the right path. Maggie, I definitely don't think we've seen the last of Blue Diamond Phillips. No. I just have a feeling that I think that
him.
she's going to find there's going to be some like you stole my money. Maybe he's going to repay it back, and he just needed it to get from point A to point B or something. Yeah, and then when we last saw Bo and Joanne, they were kissing.
Yes,
I'm assuming that
is
is probably going to get. I'm assuming that will be. Maggie will have some sort of something to say, at least something to say about that.
Right.
Rooster, see, I think the opposite of you. I think that he is going to go back to the ranch because I think that he's going to realize that his dad is, they had that conversation about how, if we weren't, he's like, I am a good rancher. And he's like, well, if you're a good rancher, then we wouldn't be having this conversation. You wouldn't be fired, whatever. And I think he's going to realize that his dad is kind of the best teacher he can get in the town, and that, his destiny is this ranch.
I like that.
All right.
Good summation.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
You're
Okay,
on
sorry.
board.
I was waiting for a second. I was like, wait, are we done? Da-da. Okay. Colt and Abby, I don't think they're going to last. I think that whole conversation in the truck was definitely like a premonition of sorts, basically.
Yeah.
Because why is it so hard now? Why don't leave me? All of this other stuff. Like, there's not enough trust or solidness to their relationship. Like, there's not a foundation for them to have right now. Like, I think they just kind of rushed into something of like old feelings that were there from high school that they never really like figured out as adults.
Right.
Because high school relationships are very different than adult relationships. So I feel like it's almost like going back home and finding your high school sweetheart and being like, hey, let's try this again real quick. And it's a completely different person from when you dated them. I don't think they're giving themselves enough time. And a lot of that probably contributed to the baby of not having enough time to get to know each other as like adults now. So I don't think they're going to last. I think something will break them between either Colt's jealousy or the baby, like you said, with Heather. And I honestly think Heather and Colt might end up together with the baby. I don't know if they'll get married, but I think that they'll be like a good partnership. I don't know if he'll end up like too much romantic. Maybe there'll be like that like missing kind of like tension. But yeah, I don't think him and Abby will last. I think he'll go back to Heather. Bo and Joanne, I think he's testing the waters.
Yeah.
So I think they might start dating eventually. And then there could be a twofold of either he'll realize his true feelings for Maggie and go back to Maggie and want to be with her and they'll get back together, or he'll fall for Joanne and that would be a whole nother storyline of him like getting to know
That's good.
I like that
getting
one, yeah.
to know her daughter and granddaughter and like learning how to be a granddad because there is a baby coming into the picture. So I feel like it could be either or. So I don't know which one I'm like stuck on yet. I have to give it like a couple more episodes. And then
Which is all we have
Rooster.
left.
Rooster is the only one we have left. I agree more with you than you. I'm sorry, love.
Don't be sorry. It's okay.
I think that he'll end up going back to Dad, but I don't think he's going to go willingly. I think he'll have his like come to Jesus moment after he's gone back. Like I think he'll have to end up like sucking up his pride and be like, I just need the job. Like give it back to me. Like let's do this. I'll prove to you that I'm a good rancher. And then he'll realize that he has so much left to learn and kind of like, Dad, I'm sorry. Thank you. In his own Rooster way of saying it. I don't think he'll ever actually say those words. But in a way of being like, okay, I get it now. I'm sorry. So I think that's where we're at right now. We only have 2 episodes left, guys.
Yeah.
Like 2 in
have
this
left.
season.
Really
I know everybody else has either
Crazy.
binge watched it or like seen what happens next. And are we going into part 3 or are we finishing up part 2? I'm so confused.
Oh yeah,
still.
that is so
Oh.
confusing. But I think we're finishing part 3 and then going into part 4. I guess. I mean, if they're
Yes,
if
part
there's-
3,
Okay.
and we're going into part 4, but still season 2.
still.
Oh yeah.
Because if you
Oh,
go on
yeah, wait a
IMDb, we're
minute.
not even in season 3 yet, guys.
But wait, are we
Oh.
in season 2?
We're in season 2, part 3.
But there have been 3 parts of season.
Wait.
Oh wait, are there
No,
3 parts?
part 1, part 2, season
Where's
1.
Paul, the math teacher? So
There we go.
He can teach us a wrestling move and tell us some math at the same time. I think it was 1 and 2 were season 1.
Okay.
And then part 3 is the beginning of season 2.
Season 2,
And
okay.
then part 4 will be the completion of
I
season 2.
don't know why it has to be so.
Oh,
confusing.
yeah.
I don't know, because if you look on IMDb, they only go up to episode 10, and then they don't have title names
Okay.
after that on 11 through 20. So those, I think, will come after they release the next
The
part.
next. Okay.
I don't know why they did it that way. Just weird.
That is.
Never seen that happen before. But yeah. Well, guys, we have 1 week left, and we'll be a trio again next week.
Yes.
Right.
Which is nice. The powerful trio
Yes.
is here. So thank you guys again for joining us this late Thursday evening. We will be here at the same time next week. You can find me on all of my social media at Candice R. Cruz.
Again, you can find me, Taquaila, at Taquaila_IM on all social media aspects.
And you can find me at Bryce Advice.
And we'll see you guys next week. Thanks so much. Subscribe, like, and we'll buzz you later. Bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Afterbuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the Afterbuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of Afterbuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.